Okay, guys, I'm doing something different here. I pretty much am using an actual on my laptop program called the Photos program for this live reaction for Fairy Taill, and I'm going to be doing this live reaction. Like always, I will be then cutting to the outro and then going to do the review like normal and splice it in. So you know how I do my live reactions. I also include my actual reviews of the chapter within these live reactions, and that's what's going to happen here as well. So like always, without further ado, let's crack down to it. Fairy Taill chapter 492. Okay, so we got the opening page here. Very small this time around. Very blank on top here with just a normal like panel here going across here this time around. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to try and do this, because I also want to try and incorporate a lot more talking and being more informative within each chapter as well. Now this is going to get on my nerves, so I'm going to see if I can get these settings. Well, no, I'm going to see if I can get the actual size. Yep, I can zoom in like this, so I can have the actual size now of the page, so we can actually have a closer look at each panel and see where things are going as well. So let's cut to the second page now. It seems like I will have to... Okay. So it goes... The voice is guiding us in the direction of the guild. So then it's that way. Then we've got Lucy here going but, and Julia going just who. What the hell? Whose voice was that anyway? Beats me. Let's get going. And then we have Zara just being a bit worried because nobody knows who Zara is. So her suddenly speaking to and her pointing to the right direction is making the guild kind of confusing. Then we have Gargiel here going, you don't do this much, do you? You're far too high-handed. Next time you might want to try injecting a big of charm and delicacy along with your message. So that's page 2. And then we have, which I'm starting to wonder if you're really friends with the first. Then we have Panther, Lily, and Levy, because they're starting to hear Gargiel's voice. This voice, there's no mistaking it. It's Gargiel. Oh, which means the voice from before's got to be an ally. All right, time to head to our home, to our guild, and we have Natsu going all sprightly and everything, very beautifully drawn yet again. This panel, I really do like this panel. I do like it when Hira actually does these kind of panels here, where it just brings out the buildings art very nicely, and then you have the main characters really focused on and everything. We can't keep the first waiting. Levy's just crying, so happy that Gargiel's alive. And then we're back to where Makarov and Co are and going to the north. Make for the north, you lot. Most likely Makarov is saying this. They're fighting a lot of Zareth's men. Very beautifully done in the action of a lot of the characters being bowed here. Very nicely done. I really do like how it's been picked out here. Yeah, we then have Mirajane and Lizana. Mirajane going, Lizana, have you seen Elfman? Nope, he's nowhere to be found. Looks like that light really did separate us then. Then they were suspicious about Eleen's magic, you know, the magic that separated them to begin with. And we can only hope that the voice from before reached Big Bro as well. That is curious, and I'm assuming so. And here we have them still battling the black and white mages from before. Very nicely done art style here. The action's really beautifully done around here, and I really do like that as well. It really does bring a lot of information. We've got a lot of we got this weird gooey stuff yet again here. We're doing the whole ecchi, having this weird sticky stuff coming along here. And Mirajane going, what is this stuff? And Lizana just responding, it's all sticky. Sticky. Then we have one of the mages, I can't remember her name, but using some kind of ribbon magic just to tie up Lizana. No, Mirajane, sorry. Mirajane. And we got Lizana going, big sis, worried about Mirajane. And we got her going, you're mine. And we hear an ah. Then we have, hey, no fair, you stole her from me. They were fighting over Mirajane because they wanted both of her because she was actually kind of a powerful opponent. Then we have Mirajane go into one of her demon forms, both surprised and shocked. As you can see, yet again, beautiful art again here in this panel right here, the bottom left here. I really do like this art here, very nicely drawn. Definitely how she uses her magic and it makes this nice explosion looking effect. I really do like how Hero done it again. So let's go to the next page. Yet again, it continues on with a nice big explosion, then blocking it, and then Mirajane telling Lizana to regroup with the others and keep heading north. But this is somewhat of a live reaction, as you can tell. I am doing a play-by-play and read-through of it, so it is somewhat of me reading it while doing a live reaction to you guys. So we're now back here. So we've got another beautiful drawing of Mirajane. I do love the close-up of Mirajane when she's in her Demon Soul form. I really do, Saturn Soul. I really do love the art that Hero draws for Mirajane. Really does bring out the eyes and contrast of her look and design. I alone am more than enough to take care of these two. Just leave it all to your big sis. Staring down Heine and Juliet of the Eleen squad, you alone are enough, you say? Impudent fool. The correct order is Juliet and Heine, by the way. Oh yeah, and we got a reintroduction of the squad of Heine and Juliet. Then we have Elfman going, it seems we'll make it to Fairy Taill if we continue this way. I see, so that's what Voice Sama told you just now. Voice Sama? Fro thinks so. Oh, I'm sorry, but I love Frosh. I love Frosh, Frog, or Fro, or Frosh, or whatever he's actually properly called. I just love him. You cannot deny that he's adorable. Then it continues with Frosh and Lecter. But why is it that only Elfman could hear the voice? Frosh didn't hear it. If that's the case, then it must have been a voice only Fairy Taill members could hear. It didn't reach my ears either. Will things truly be alright if we head to the guild? Frosh wants to see Rogue. Assuming Sting and the others end up together with someone from Fairy Taill, I'm sure they're making for the guild right about now too. Yep. Rogue too? At any rate, our only option right now is to trust the voice and continue on our way. Yes, let's keep going. We've got Yukino just seeing just turning and just by the looks of something a surprised face, and who could that be? Oh, it's her! Oh, Yukino goes sister, and we have her going. I think her name's Angel. I can't remember. But Yukino going sister, and she going Yukino, huh? And Elfman, Rogue, and Frosh all shot because of those two being siblings. Oh man! Okay, next page. Take some of this and some of that. So that's Hina and Merajane's blocking it. Gonna make you all nice and sticky. This mucus, it's burning my skin. Hina is really laughing. I think this is Hina or she's Juliet. I can't remember. Those two just really are confusing in names. I'm calling her Juliet because she looks like the Juliet type. But she could be Heine. And yet again, I'm confused as hell. So then the battle continues. And then she just attacks Mirajane. Mirajane's just going, thinking into her, going, those two are quite strong. It seems I've underestimated them. It looks like she played all her cards right at the start. What an imbecile. You can say that again. Can't argue with that. You've got to save the ace up your sleeve for the critical moment when you do use it. You need to take it, count it. Count isn't. You need to make it count. Isn't that right? Oh, what is Mirajane going to do? Say Satan's soul, Mirajane Algria. Oh, a new form! And she looks badass! Let's take a closer look. Okay, so she's got some like thorn spike headdress on top of her head, along with some really nice gauntlets for hands, with following up very like Kyoka-esque type of gloves and gauntlets. Very Kyoka looking, but she's not. But it's not Kyoka. But you can tell that there's the Tartarus guild mark right there on the forehead. So this is something of the Tartarus guilds, demons, or anything. Hopefully we'll get a backstory of explaining this. Those who are shocked and going, what is this? After our battle with Tartarus, there were plenty of souls right before the take. Oh, so I went and devoured them all. Oh, evil conniving Mirajane is back. This woman's seriously bad news. Her magic power is drying up the seawater. You monster. Indeed, I am. I've been called that, and far worse, for as long as I can remember. So it doesn't faze me anymore. Oh. Oh, crud. Okay, we're doing that. Got that backstory. Having said that, no way to address a lady. Oh, that's a nice double page spread there. Okay. So, okay, those two are down for the count. One huge drawback is it consumes a massive amount of my magic power. I'm asking politely here, so please do me a favor and don't stand back up. Right, okay. What? They were swords? They were weapons. They were white and black swords. Okay. Enchantment technique. Do you mean to tell me a personality was enchanted onto these swords? That seems to be the case, Mirajane. Okay. And then the last page. Oh, that can't be. To think there would be such a fearsome mage among the enemy ranks. Eleen, the Scarlet Despair. Even Demon Mirajane has fallen into her clutches. Oh, man! This ain't good. Mirajane's magic is very low now because of her using that last ace up her sleeve. Oh, what is going to happen now? Man. Right, I better get the review going, don't I? So, see you in a bit. Hit the intro.
Double up.
Oh, wow, what an interesting chapter. So, Fairy Taill chapter 492 was an intense and interesting chapter to begin with. Okay, so we get the continuation of everybody heading to the guild because of Zera saying it to them. Levi had hope and happiness into her eyes hearing Gargiel's voice along with Zera, because he was talking with Zera and his voice was being projected to everybody else's mind with Zera's magic, should we say? And so everybody's just continuously walking to the guild. Makarov's team, everything was fighting and continuous fight. Mirajane and Lisanna were fighting Heine and Juliet. I get those two mixed up, and I get the name Heine very... I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Hyhne, Heine and Juliet. And I think Heine is the ninja-esque mage that we saw, along with the white mage that is Juliet, I believe, or it's the other way around. Those two, they are the comedic duo of Eleen's squad, and they're very confusing of which name is what. So, but I believe it is Juliet is the white one, and Heine is the black mage dressed in black garbs. But anyway, so she ends up using a lot of sand, so we get introduction to a new soul form, takeover form from Mirajane. When she defeats them, it drains up a lot of her magic, but we learn that she had taken a lot of souls, a lot of demon souls from Tartarus after their encounter with Tartarus during the Tartarus arc. So we've learned a little bit more of Mirajane, that she ended up getting a lot of demons. The new form is very interesting, I went in depth in my live reaction of her design look, but we can tell that it did have the Tartarus guild mark on top, so it did have the Tartarus logo in this new form, but that's all it is. But it literally did clarify that it was one of the Tartarus souls, and it turns out that Heine and Juliet were just swords with enchantments of a personality enchantment onto these swords that gave them the appearance of humans. Now this must be in Eleen's magic, so this is yet again one of Eleen's other magics that she can do, and she shows up right at the end while Mirajane is very down and can't do anything because her magic's drained. So we're going to go into a Mirajane and Eleen fight coming up very soon, but it's probably going to be one-sided because it literally does seem to be one of these type of fights that she's going to lose pretty much. But other than that, this has been a very nice... Some of the panels were drawn beautifully. Yet again, a lot of the panels that I've seen were drawn beautifully by Hero. Yet again, some etchier moments, definitely with Juliet, and this weird sticky saliva stuff that was burning Mirajane's skin. That was etchy because it did make it look like something else, and how Lisanna mentioned it, quoting it, of it being all sticky, didn't help matters either. So yet again, we've got some of Hero's edginess yet again in Fairy Taill, so we've got some of that as well into this chapter as well. But other than that, this fight was really nice. We got to see another form of a new form for Mirajane, and we also learned that only members of Fairy Taill can hear Zera's voice in this communication, because Yukino and Fro and Lecter couldn't hear the voice. And we also found out that Angel, I think her name is Angel, but one of the people that work with Gargiel, meets up with her sister, and Yukino was shocked that they bumped into her while she was with Elfman. So it was like a heartwarming that the older sister meets her little sister again. So it was really nice and heartwarming that this is happening, and very nice that we got to see that as well. So overall, this was yet again a great chapter for Fairy Taill. I was really enjoying this chapter, and I really did like it as much as I would have. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the live reaction I did of the chapter, and everything was more of a live analysis / live reaction to the chapter as well, because there were some of me really giving my actual impressions and gaspings in that live reaction as well. So hopefully you enjoyed that as well. But overall, this was a fun chapter. I really did enjoy it. We got to see a lot more forms for Mirajane, and there's a lot more build-up happening as well while everybody's trying to head back to the guild at this point in time because of Zeref being with Mavis. So overall, this was yet again another great chapter, I think. I think I haven't really been disappointed with Fairy Taill lately. I am a bit disappointed about the whole Gargoyle thing. Like a lot of people, I'm a little bit disappointed on that. But I didn't really pick up on that much because everything else minus that was really what makes the chapter great for me and what I've really enjoyed about the chapters so far, Fairy Taill. So that's really it for me. So I've been your host, Kai from Kai's Otaku Corner, member of the O Club. And I'll see you next time for another manga, chapter, anime, tokusatsu episode review. Bye bye for now. See ya. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed this review of Fairy Taill chapter 492. I know I enjoyed doing the live reaction and the review for this week's chapter. Like always, if you want to keep up to date with my videos, you can hit that subscribe button and also follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links are down in the video description, down below. And if you want to see my other previous Fairy Taill videos, you can hit the I and drop down the card menu so you can see the last previous videos or the whole playlist as well if you want to as well. So yeah, and if you want to follow me on Anime and Mira, just search Kai's Otaku Corner. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya!